Hey, what's good? I'm doing an interesting discussion video for you guys today. So, I want to talk about the Aetherdrift horses now since it's been a bit since the set's been out, and I want to talk about if they're underrated or not. So, basically, I've had a chance to play them in Standard for a couple of days now, and throughout like the different formats like Commander and that type of stuff. And so, I think a lot of people are kind of sleep on these horses because, I mean, Guardian Summers is absolutely just insane, especially if you have Sheltered by Ghost or any other like enchantment aura that exiles cards. This card or this horse gets out of hand really quick, especially in Standard. As I've had one game where it's had like Ward 8 and it's won me a game because my opponent doesn't have enough mana to pay that. And so that's what I'm talking about with these horses. Like they're just crazy. I'll come back to Guardian Summer a little bit more, but there's that. So Brightfield Mustang. So this horse is also really nuts too, or crazy. Because you sell it for 1, it gets a +1/+1 and untaps itself. So it still deals 4 damage to your opponent if it goes through. And you can do that every turn, so each turn is going to get absolutely much more bigger. And if you have any effect doubler or trigger doublers that say like whenever something happens, then it happens again. And so I've had a few cases like that where I've had Windcrag Siege on field, and so this gets 2 +1/+1 encounters instead of 1, and so this gets massively big really quick depending on the situation that you have. So yeah, this horse is really quite insane too for what it is. And then last one is Goda. Now, this horse is also really quite crazy too, because you sell it for 1, and then where you attack with it, you make a treasure token. And depending on the situation that you have, those treasures can come in quite clutch. Either in Standard or maybe in Commander. So yeah, so all these horses are for Aetherdrift are really crazy and underrated. So, and that's just kind of from my experience of playing them for the last couple of days in Standard, and then also in Commander. I've played them in different builds and all that, and they're really crazy in that too. So, especially under the right commander, if you have Kenrith with Trample, with Brightfield Mustang being like, if it's like an AA or something like that, this will be disgusting. So, well, and then also if you throw in like the fight cards, or like throw from style, or like bite down, or any of the other ones that involve mount or anything like that, yeah, those get really quite crazy too. With any, or well, especially these two, roughly. So, I mean, it can work with go depending on what the power of your punch stuff is, but yeah, these horses are just crazy and definitely underrated in my opinion. So yeah, I think if I had to rank them, it'd be probably go like this, where Guardian Summers first, then Brightfield Mustang, and then Goda. But you could argue that any of them could be really the number 1 pick for whatever situation they were in. So, but yeah, so that's essentially it for the video. I definitely highly recommend that you guys pick up these horses if you already haven't already or pulled them. And try them out in Standard or Commander or format that you're playing, Because Guardian Summer with Sheltered by Ghost is just absolutely just dumb. Especially if you sell it and then you bring out off the tech trigger. Yeah, it gets dumb really, really quick. So yeah. So Tale of Fortune, and I will catch you later. Alright, that goes.